What did you think of the Roombas, Chad? What did you think of Mary's Roombas instead of getting a broom down aisle 13?
Ridiculous.
Where the Swiffer duster was there only one Swiffer duster in Walgreens that only Sarah could have, and Winnie had to get. And when the fuck did Walgreens start selling Roombas? Anyway, a little too high end on the Walgreens side.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
It was stupid. It was so stupid, but it was a great way to. How are we going to get the salt barrier
Right. Couldn't
broken?
you think of a better fucking way?
I know. It's like that was the only idea of how they could come up with breaking the salt barrier. So they're like, well, we got to come up with a backstory as to why the Roombas are chasing him around Salem.
I would rather a strong wind have come.
I mean, we've seen that before.
Blown the salt away.
We've seen that before in movies that require salt to bury themselves from witches, where it's like, oh no, don't break the seal. Oh, we broke the seal. But yeah, this one was dumb in that sense. I did not like the one way or another Blondie dance sequence. Like they were totally trying to get the I put the spell on you, and for just some reason 93 just hit better than 2022.
Yeah.
That whole
they didn't completely fail. I'll give them
they
that.
didn't. It was still great. I was still like, along with it, but I mean it's just one of those things where you can see that they're trying too hard, and it's just kind of like it makes it fail even more because you can see how hard they were trying to recapture the past. Like, oh my God, how many times did they bring up all the shit that happened in before? Like they had the whole fucking recap episode before they played the part 2 episode.
Yeah.
It was annoying. And there was no other connection to the characters from the first one. Like, were you telling me Thora Birch didn't want to be like the teacher giving them the pop quiz?
Yeah.
Or, Max and Allison are married and maybe he's the mayor of Salem, and you didn't do the whole descendants thing. Like, I hate the preacher, and so I have to hate his descendant.
Yeah. You talked about before we started watching about them using the word virgin so much.
Oh yeah, this was great. I love this.
Explain it to the kids, and they did a really good job of playing off that.
They totally did. It was almost like algorithm style, and Arby's heard me wanting Arby's, and it showed up on my Instagram. They were like, the kid's like, "What's a virgin?" And the dude trying to explain it was like someone who's never lit a candle before. Fucking perfect.
Yeah,
so funny.
Yeah,
but the cat Cobweb clearly was a Zachary Binks nod. They even mentioned that is it Zachary Binks, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah. And I thought it was gonna be.
I thought it was gonna be too. Like somehow he was like, oh fuck, I got torn away from the netherworld and now I'm a cat again. Oh shit. Yeah. And then also, why is the book a good thing? In the first one they explained that Satan gave it to Winifred, and it is bound in human flesh.
Yeah. And
now all of a sudden it's in the hands of these good witches, and they use it as well.
Yeah, the continuity wasn't there. When you pointed that out, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Right. The beginning was awesome. The beginning was great.
Yeah.
I really loved the Disney logo. Is that Snow White's castle or Sleeping Beauty's castle being converted into like a Salem style house in the opening. I love the whole 16-year-old Winnie and her sisters. I really wish maybe that had been Hocus Pocus too, like the origin of the Winifred sisters.